The Boy Who Nearly Wrecked Christmas. Snow fell thick late on Christmas Eve. Jimmy, restless, crept downstairs on that dark, cold night. What he saw around the tree filled him with delight. Stacked up high against the walls were lots of shiny gifts. He grabbed the biggest and he thought, "I wonder what this is?" Ripping off the paper quick to find what was inside. When he saw just what it was, he laughed until he cried. "Oh my goodness! What is that? A Megadrone Mark II!" He wrapped up warm and ran outside. He knew just what to do. As Jimmy launched his Megadrone high into the sky, he didn't spot a certain busy someone flying by. With a bang and a clatter
and a thud
and a smash, Santa's sleigh plunged downwards with a huge, almighty crash. Quick as a flash, Jimmy ran to his aid, shocked and appalled at the mess he had made. Santa was crying, and Rudolph was too.
"This sleigh is so broken. What shall I do?"
Santa sniffed, and he bawled, and he wept and complained.
"And poor Rudolph has damaged his nose,"
he exclaimed. He spied Jimmy's drone lying smashed on the ground.
"Oh, why were you flying this thing I have found?"
"I meant no harm," cried Jimmy. "I just wanted to play. I'll run home, dial 999 to get help right away."
When he returned to Santa Claus, a roar came from the sky. They gasped as an air ambulance descended from on high. The pilot climbed out of his seat and said, "My name is Bob."
"You've got to help,"
sobbed Jimmy.
"I have made this Christmas stop."
The pilot stared in great surprise at Santa and his sleigh. He helped the wounded Rudolph as Jimmy looked away. "I've got good news and some bad news," said Bob. "So even though his nose ain't broke, the bruising means it just ain't gonna glow."
"All is lost!" cried Santa. "We're lost without his nose! My sleigh is wrecked. Christmas is done. What do you propose?"
"The ambulance can help for sure, Pilot Bob," he grinned. "I can fly it in the dark and land in howling wind." The reindeer were hooked to the flying machine, and Jimmy, he marvelled at what he had seen. Santa called him over.
"Would you like to right a wrong?"
Jimmy nodded. Santa grinned.
"Then join me in my song. We'll do good deeds with our new friends as Christmas time is nigh. We'll sing this song for Rudolph as we zoom up through the sky. We'll power this flight with songs of joy, with songs of Christmas time. we'll get the gifts to all the kids, singing this magic rhyme. How can we get reindeer in the sky? How can we make reindeer start to fly? How can we get presents delivered on time? How can we get reindeer in the sky? If you sing along with me, sing this special tune, we can fly away so high across the silver moon.
Pilot Bob and Jimmy gave Santa lots of help, putting prezzies under trees or stockings on the shelf. Dawn was drawing nearer and the sun began to shine. Jimmy looked at Bob and frowned.
We're running out of time.
Dawn arrived, their work was done, they had achieved their goal. Santa urged his reindeer on to fly to the North Pole. As they swooped right down to land upon the snowy ground, Pilot Bob, he looked quite sad. I must be homeward bound. Bob and Jimmy spoke as one.
So how will we get back?
Santa grinned and pulled a shiny bauble from the sack. He showed them both the glittering ball and threw it on the ground. And after an enormous flash, there was a whooshing sound. Jimmy woke, opened his eyes, saw lights above him gleam.
I'm underneath the Christmas tree. Was it just a dream?
His parents ran to join him. Here's a present just for you. Inside the box he found a drone, all shiny and brand new. With the drone, a little note.
Enjoy, but watch the skies.
Jimmy nodded, looking up.
I'll take care where this flies.
Outside with his parents, the drone swooped up and down, east and west, way up high, then skimming over ground. Jimmy thought of his adventures last night in the sky, with Santa, Rudolph, and with Bob, the doctor who can fly.